And we are live.
This is live. Hello.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Disney YouTuber's Chat. Nina and I are super excited to have our awesome guest, Awesome Jasem. So welcome, Awesome Jasem, to the show.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Our
And we were
awesome guest is in an awesome location today. Can you tell us all about it?
I am at Animal Kingdom.
Yay! That's great. How fun. All right. Well, I think what we'll start off with is just kind of, oh, I forgot. We do have one question that Nina says we always have to ask everybody at the beginning. So we want to know, how many Disney ears do you own?
Ooh, that's a good question. I know for sure I have 2 Whole Foods bags, like the paper bags filled with them. I would probably say like maybe 35. I think 35 is like a healthy number.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, great.
What ears do you have today? Now, are those aren't Parks official, are they?
Yeah, so these ones are Disney Parks official. They were introduced to Animal Kingdom like many, many moons ago, and they don't have these ones anymore. They're so great, and it didn't have a bow because sometimes if it has a bow, I'll snip it off just because I kind of like to have the ears. Sometimes I'll rock the bow, but today was a no bow day. It kind of matches like my shirt. I don't know if you can see. But it has like Christmas trees.
I love it.
Oh, that's so
and it has the buffalo plaid that I know Heather in the chat loves. Disney Housewife.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Katrina. Welcome in, you guys. Thanks for popping in.
I can't see who's here.
Yeah. We'll keep you informed on the chat. So.
Hi, everyone.
So, Jasem, why don't you tell us what made you decide to start a YouTube channel?
For sure. I mean, so I had been toying around with the idea for quite some time, just because I had a lot of people like interested in following along on Instagram. I'm definitely more connected through Instagram right now, personally, than YouTube. Although I'm trying to like get the wheels turning and just get a little bit more proficient with it. But after doing Instagram and having so many people ask for me to show how to do makeup or like what do I do in the parks or things like that, or just like get to know a little bit more about me, I was like, you know what, let's rip this Band-Aid off and let's do it. So in January, I wanted to start a YouTube channel and I didn't know what my first video should be. So I simply just did a get to know me about me. And that's how it kind of started.
Nice. Well, and Heather, our friend Heather at the Disney Housewife, is saying, I am going to need that shirt in my life, for sure.
I'll send you the link. It's from Amazon.
Even better. Get that Prime. Jasem, what was the most, going on YouTube and taking the plunge or ripping off the Band-Aid, as you said? Was it what you expected? Was it better? Was it scarier?
I will have to admit, at first I was like very scared. As much as I like to exude confidence, I am a very like self-inflicted person. Like I need to be better at that. And that's something that I think YouTube has given me the opportunity to kind of perfect. Like I'm learning to be a stronger person, be more confident. And just honestly, every video that I put out, it gives me more and more excitement, more and more joy. And I fall in love with it every single time. Even though like the stress buildup is a little crazy, like as soon as I hit like post, I'm like, it was worth it.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because even if you've done YouTube a while, I don't know about everyone else, but I still feel like I get nervous and stressed sometimes. And I've been doing it for 2.5 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Welcome, Kat. Just want to say hi, Kat. Perfectly Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Jasem, how long has it been that you've had your channel now?
So I started this year, January,
Incredible.
2020. Yeah, and it was like late in the month too.
So your channel, I feel, has grown really quickly. It looks like you've made a lot of friends. You've been part of some great, collaborations, and you've really gotten, I think, a terrific following fast. And I'm wondering what advice you have for other people who are looking for growth on a new channel.
I think the biggest thing that has helped me is one, again, just doing what I want to do. I feel like something that separates me from everyone else is I'm a guy. I love makeup. I love fashion. It's different. Like we haven't really seen that in the Disney community. So just being true to who I am, like definitely set me apart. So it's kind of interesting for people to see and view and maybe learn about. Also, just having like great connections with some awesome people. Like I genuinely enjoy watching everyone's videos and like just seeing like what people are up to. It may not even be something that I'm 100% into, but just having the opportunity to connect with someone who has like similar interests to me and then learn more about them, like that's been awesome. A lot of DMs, a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, like it's just been great. And then doing collabs, you meet extension to people that you love and know, and then you meet more people you get to love and know, and it's crazy. I say it all the time, but like I love my little Disney glam fam because literally everyone is so magical and so beautiful to me, and I just love making the friends that I have come to make from this platform.
That's,
It's
I think,
really
really what makes it so special.
Mm-hmm.
Kat mentioned something in the chat that I feel is so true, and I think I may have even mentioned it to you before, but she said that your comments are very thoughtful and kind, and for some reason, when we're both in the same collab or you comment on a video, I just feel this wave of positive energy when I read it. I don't know, like your comments are like a warm blanket, and like when I read them, I feel so good, and they're so genuine. Yes,
It's a big
you are
old
the
air
Olaf
hug.
of Mrs.
virtual hug.
No, I
And
mean, sometimes I laugh at myself because I'm like, people are going to think I'm crazy because I'll post like a paragraph of a comment. And then at the end, I'm just like, it's just all the thoughts that are going through my mind. I'm typing as I'm watching. So every little like thing that I think of, I can just like relay back because I know now the work that goes into creating a video and I know how like much you put out into the world. So it's just nice as a friend, as someone who like appreciates you and your content, can just like reassure you're doing an amazing job.
so Heather's saying that she adores you in her house, and you always have nothing but kind to her and her routine. So that's so
All the
sweet.
time, all the time. I love Heather. She is amazing, and one day I want to meet you.
Yeah, the three of us want to meet her too.
So I feel like everyone needs to just come to Orlando because literally Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
for
Now,
sure.
how long have you been in Florida? Because I think you're from California. Is that correct?
yes. So
Woo, Callie.
I mean, I've been in Florida for most of my life, so
Right.
like I'm a low key Floridian,
Yeah.
but I was born in California, so I'll never let that go. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm seeing comments in the chat before they pop up on StreamYard, so it might take a minute for me to put them up. But yeah, so I'm just sharing everyone's comments. But yeah, Jocelyn, I'm born and raised California girl here. So
Woo!
yeah.
I was actually supposed to be there twice this year, but
Aw,
obviously due to COVID,
I
that
know.
didn't happen.
Well, I live in the Midwest now, but I was born and raised, and all my family and friends are back in Cali. So
Really? What part? Northern, southern, middle?
northern, yeah.
I'm from
Yeah.
SoCal.
Oh, yay. Hey, but I used to visit Disneyland like almost every year. And so
Really?
I'm definitely having withdrawals. It's been 4.5 years since
Oh
I've been
my
to a Disney
goodness.
park.
Okay, so we're gonna plan a like cross-country Disney
Yeah.
extravaganza. Everyone's gonna meet in Disneyland, and then we're gonna come to Walt Disney World.
Yes. Hi, Moments of the Magic. Welcome in.
Hello.
So, Jocelyn, does your family know that you have a YouTube channel, and are they supportive? Do they watch you? How's that going?
Yes, they do. I mean, it's kind of funny because at first I was very embarrassed to like let them know, but my mom, of course, being
Oh,
Latina, she just like tells everyone everything. She's like, make sure you follow him, make sure you comment.
oh,
I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But it's been great because I have like random messages from cousins, from my brothers, from my nephew, from my niece, and they just give me that extra push of support that I'm like doing a great job, and they see that I'm happy doing it. And it's funny because my niece, she's like 12, and all of her friends think that I'm like famous, and they're like, "We want to meet your
that is so
uncle."
cool.
They're like, "He does great makeup, and he's a YouTuber."
Yes, my uncle's a famous YouTuber. Okay, that's so
I'm like, not quite.
You're on your way, though. You were definitely on your way.
We'll
Jasmine,
see.
when you vlog in the park, do you have a family member with you, or is there someone filming you while you're there?
No. So usually when I'm in the park, it's an assortment of things. Sometimes I'll do like park days with my mom because my mom is literally my best friend. So we go to the parks together and different things like that. And then other occasions, I'll be with like really close friends, and you'll see them sometimes pop into the vlogs and whatnot. Today, I'm actually with a few friends too. They are
Yeah.
out doing some rides, and then I have one of my friends sitting here with me.
Oh,
She
what
has
good friends! Thank
supported
them
me.
for letting
Aw.
us borrow you during Animal Kingdom Day.
Yeah, well, also low key, it's like really nice and cozy in here, and there's
Ah,
AC.
I see. Yes, awesome. That's great.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Animal Kingdom, but they turned the Pizzafari restaurant into a relaxation station. So
okay.
everything is socially distanced. They've sanitized like all of the seating areas and the chairs, and then people can come in here and take a break from the park or from their mask, and then exit, and then they sanitize once more. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Hi, Candy Mom. Welcome in. Um, yeah, and if you guys haven't seen one of Jossam's recent videos where he goes there and you try like some of the awesome Christmas themed treats that they have out, and
The
oh my
Christmas
God.
cavalcades, oh my, and the decorations are up. Oh my gosh,
I know. I
even though I
literally
couldn't
walked
be
into the
there,
park and was like, I'm in the fields.
yeah, I just felt so happy for you because you got to be there. Like, even though I
But
couldn't experience
I
it.
will say, like, all of those cavalcades in the back of my mind when I'm recording them, I'm like, I just want to bring a little bit of positivity to anyone that watches these videos so they can experience it, even though I know they might not physically be
Mhm.
here, but get a really good shot of it so you guys can enjoy it. So
Aw,
hopefully
it
it brought a
worked.
smile to your face.
It does.
It worked.
Very much. Yes.
Do you have
Yeah.
a favorite park to vlog at?
Vlogging is new for me, so that I do want to like make clear. I don't think I'm a good vlogger. I think I have a concept and I'll come through and I'll like record something. But in terms of like vlogging, I'm still trying to get like better at it. I'm just not, I don't know. I feel like I have to have like a vision and know what I need to do and go in and record it. But just like vlogging my day is difficult. Now, one day that I love, or one park that I love spending my time at is Animal Kingdom here. Because I feel like it kind of gives a little bit of everything. You got those adrenaline rides, you got some, well, when they used to do shows, some great shows, nice areas to like lounge and just hang out in, and really good photo spots. I love a good photo spot.
Yes.
Well, we do have a question. Welcome in Disney Girl Jamie, but she's asking here as an agent holder, is it easy to get reservations to parks?
So, I kind of went on a rant when we first had to transition into this annual pass reservation system. It was very difficult. And I mean, I actually pay for a higher status in the annual pass field. So there's platinum plus, and then there's platinum, and then gold, and so on and so forth. I'm actually a platinum member, so I pay for like no blackout dates, complimentary parking, like you get photo pass photos, things of that nature, a different discount when you're in the parks. And so I found it very like frustrating as someone who's like paying a higher tier and not being able to get in on the days that I wanted. So it kind of took some learning and how to manipulate the system or how to understand it. I find my best time to jump on and get a reservation is literally right before I go to bed. I don't know if like they reset everything, but usually during that time I just log on at like 11 o'clock at night, book my reservation, and it's done. And that's it.
That could be an interesting vlog experience if you start from the beginning of like making my reservation and do like from what it's like as an annual pass holder from start to finish during COVID and these times.
That's true. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, because I guess people don't realize how much goes into it. For me, they just see my photos, they see a few like snippets, but maybe taking that kind of perspective will give me a like track on what I could showcase to people.
Yeah.
Did you go to the parks this often even before you had the channel?
100%. Yeah. I've been
Wow,
an annual
that's great.
pass holder for many, many moons. Like I joke that when I came over from California, I have a photo of myself as like a 4-year-old in the Orlando International Airport, and Mickey and Minnie used to meet in the airport.
Oh,
So they would have like photo ops, and I just remember taking a photo with them, and I was like, look, they greeted me, and ever since then, I've been living in their castle.
They accepted you with open
They've
arms.
accepted me. I am a mouse.
Yay!
Duh.
Okay, Disney Girl Jamie has one other question. Are there certain parks easier to get into than others?
100%. Like, I feel like if you want to go to Hollywood Studios, you're going to have to put some effort and time into it as an annual pass holder. Now, if you are visiting the parks and you have purchased a ticket, it's different because they actually have, how do I describe it? It's like a specific amount of reservations put aside for annual pass holders, a certain amount of reservations put aside for people who purchase park tickets and people who are staying in resorts. So the annual pass one obviously fills up a lot more quickly than the other ones because most of them are local to Orlando or in Florida. But if you're visiting, it's sometimes easier because those are not always filled and they can kind of pull from different locations, whether it's the resort or people who are just visiting, things like that. But for an annual pass holder, sometimes it's very, very difficult to get into Hollywood Studios. I think since they've opened, I've only been there 3 times. 3 times? I think 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I promise there'll be no hurt feelings, but I do have a question.
Yes.
So who are some of the first Disney YouTubers that you ever started watching?
Watching. Ooh. Let me think back. It's so hard because my mind is filled with everyone now that I'm just like, everyone's my friend. I love
I
them.
know.
You guys in the chat can answer too while Jocelyn thinks about it. I know mine was Disney Kitty and Stim Tracker. Those were like the gateway to like this whole world, you know?
I literally saw Tim Tracker the other day and I was starstruck because I was just like, I've seen him a few times, but I've never seen him with Jen and their baby. And I saw them and I was just like, that's Tim Tracker.
Like says that people comment that he's really tall, like in person. That they don't
Yeah.
on YouTube.
For sure. Definitely Disney Kitty was one of the ones that I like would binge watch. Like she had so many videos that would come out consistently and I loved watching her channel. Miss Cherry for sure. Like love Jessie. And again, this community has been able to bring me to someone that I used to watch and just developing a beautiful friendship has been nothing but the best. Rowan over at the Disney Damsels. I love her. We connect on so many levels. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like now it's just everyone.
Yeah, it does get that way. I remember the first 3 or so that I started watching was Justin Scard. Some people know him, some don't. And then Ryan at Disney Pins Blogs, and then Emily at Magically Emily. So she's changed her name a couple times. It was Zippity Doo Emily, but yeah. So
yeah, that's also hard to keep track of everyone that changes their name. I'm like, who are you again?
Yeah.
Or when it's like when somebody changed their profile photo on like you're like, who is this? What are you
like,
doing?
Why are you messaging me?
Hi, happily everybody. Welcome in.
Jocelyn, when we did the Mad Tea Party collab, we both answered a lot in detail about Disney music. And so this is like a hard question, and you can take your time, people in the chat, if you want to answer. But I want to know your top 5 Disney soundtracks. And it can be from like live action, it can be from Broadway, actual films.
Oh, then I got this. This is easy. Okay. In no specific order, just top 5. Definitely the Frozen 2 soundtrack, because my favorite song of all time now is Show Yourself. Before that was a little difficult to choose, but that one 100% has touched me in so many like different ways. It's very emotional, it's very powerful, it's inspiring. That song definitely like deserves a spot for the whole soundtrack to be in my top 5. Broadway, actually, Disney Aida is it's my favorite musical. Love it. Again, I'm just like super dramatical. if that's a word. I'm dramatical. And I love the music, and I love how like it's so emotional, it's raw, it's passionate. I don't know. I
Yeah.
love all
But
that.
there's some fun songs
Um,
too. Dress is always bring thy strongest suit. I mean, like that's
love
like a
it.
fun Disney song. But then there's
Yes.
also like The Gods of Nubia, which is so like powerful,
Yes.
you know?
Very much so. It
All
just
the
takes
marks.
you on that climactic arc, and like
Yeah.
it ebbs and flows. It's beautiful. Let's see. Wow, I said this was easy, and actually, it's not that easy. I think Hunchback of Notre Dame for like the instrumental orchestra.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime I hear any of the music, it just instantly like fills my body with emotion. The music, the lyrics. I mean, we got some of the most amazing composers and writers that have created so many of Disney's like powerhouse um, soundtracks, and I find Hunchback is like a lost gem that most people don't really
Mhm.
kind of relate to, but it
Yeah, I
is
think it
definitely
was
really good.
too sophisticated for a cartoon. Like Hellfire is such an incredible song, but it also like has like
Amazing.
no business being sung by a cartoon. You know?
It's like no business us watching it at 8 years old, but now as
Yeah,
an adult, I'm like, oh, we're talking about this
yes.
now.
Now I'm like,
Okay.
wow, this song is boss.
Uh-huh. So those are three. Let's see.
And there's
I
agreements in the chat with your selection.
I feel like The Little Mermaid for
Eric.
sentimental reasons,
Yeah.
because that VHS was probably the most played VHS of my life. My mom still tells all of my friends to this day that, she knew I was going to be a little Broadway diva and a Disney diva because I would sit
Awesome.
there and sing Ariel's like vocal part where she's like giving her voice away to the Sea Witch. And she's like, you would do it in the shower, you would do it in the pool, you would do it in the freaking living room, at dinner, like everywhere you would do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. Okay, wait, we have another question here. So, Moments of the Magic, Halloween or Christmas? Which is your favorite season at Magic Kingdom?
Hands down, Christmas. I love Halloween, and Halloween holds my favorite parade. It's actually the Bootu parade. But in terms of like the whole resort in general, Christmas. You got amazing treats. Usually you have amazing shows, amazing decorations, and I just love how every park and every resort has like a new experience for you.
So I knew that you loved Christmas because I actually had that in my notes, but I let that one come up. But now, see, now I know that you said Christmas is your favorite holiday, but I also know your favorite movie is not a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie. Hocus Pocus is your favorite movie.
It's one of my favorite movies. Listen, with me, I'm a Gemini, so I'm always flip-flopping back and forth. It's like
I'm a
whatever I'm
Gemini
feeling
too.
there.
Gemini, I'm a Gemini too, so we're Gemini.
When's your birthday?
It's May 25th.
Ooh, I'm June 12th.
Mm.
We're fun. We're crazy.
Yeah.
We're cool. I'm a little bit of a nerd, if you couldn't tell.
Sticking with the music, Jasem, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite park attraction song?
My
Or
favorite
you
park
can even do any
attraction
park song,
song.
like a parade song, anything like
I
that.
think more recently it's Happily Ever After, the castle show at
Mhm.
Walt Disney World. I mean, everyone agree to disagree. Some people don't like my answer, but I was tired of Wishes. It was a little bit stale for me. I think just because I don't know, it didn't really have that sentimental value because of the assortment of songs from movies, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like uh, Happily Ever After has so many songs from some of my favorite movies. You have Aladdin, you have Hercules. Oh, Hercules, again, top 5
Yeah,
soundtracks.
great.
I think that's the 5th one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hercules for sure, because that was the first time they blended like a little bit of gospel with pop, and it was just so unique and so fresh. But like I was saying, Happily Ever After kind of encompasses those different movies that I love and that I grew up with, and it's very touching in the way that they did it. It's a very ballad pop song, and Jordan Fisher, oh, God bless him, he has the voice of an angel, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
And that it will make you cry, whether you're at the park just listening to it on its own. it will make you cry.
Yeah.
So Jackson, what Disney character do you think you relate to the most?
Relate to the most. This is a tough one. This one's a tough one. I feel like I go all over the place again because I'm indecisive. Number one, but number two, I just think I have different qualities of different characters. I like to think that I am like as bold and as fearless as Aladdin. Like he was able to just chase his dream, and even though the odds were stacked against him, you know, coming from humble beginnings or being a street rat, like he learned that there's so much more to life than just physical money. That like creating relationships and building amazing friendships and like being true to yourself gets you so much farther. And I think that's something that I've been able to again like learn through my YouTube journey and through life in general about just being honest and open with myself and sometimes being okay with making mistakes because like he lied to Princess Jasmine about being Prince Ali. He wasn't Prince Ali. But in turn, he was able to learn from that. And then at the end of the day, he got the girl. I mean, I won't get the girl. Hopefully I get a prince, but something.
Well, you're stuck with all of us, if that counts for anything.
Aw, yeah.
Not all of us. So can I pivot to makeup?
Yeah, I was like,
Because a lot of the makeup you do.
Now that we've saved half hour about makeup.
Let me put this one in. Sorry, it's got a little louder in here. All right.
So how did you get into, because it looks like some of your makeup is almost like costume makeup, I guess you would call it, because it's really extreme and beautiful, and like you look like you could make my dream is to be a glam with a witch. Like, you have that makeup style where you can do that glam and colorful. So how did you get into that extreme end of makeup?
So, like every little theatrical boy, you start in the theater. I actually was a performer for many, many years, and I did start off my college education doing musical theater and then transitioned to hospitality management. But during my experience, I actually had a lot of opportunity of working with different productions and behind the scenes. And something that really intrigued me was just the art of transformation. So like creating a character from head to toe, incorporating like hair and makeup and costume. So that was really the first thing that intrigued me. And then of course, like practicing on myself, dabbling in it a little bit. And then really it's just a lot of trial and error. So I knew the vision of something I would want to showcase in terms of artistic ability on my face. But I just didn't know how to do it. So a lot of the times I would just bring all of my little makeup that I started out with. I had like maybe 2 palettes and a few different not paintbrushes, oh my god, makeup brushes and a few like different assortment of things. And I would just try different techniques until I found something that looked similar to what I wanted or what I was going for. And that's kind of how like I got into it. And I tell everyone, like as an artist, you're never done learning. So even when people compliment me and I appreciate it humbly, I'm continuously like learning and educating myself and trying to get better because one, the makeup industry is continuously revolving, just like fashion. So it's always good to keep up with the trends, learn different techniques, see what actually works for different face and shapes and things like that. So it's an ongoing struggle. We're always learning, right?
You have a favorite Disney palette that's come out? Because I know those have been really trendy.
For sure. I'm low-key jealous that I didn't get the Hocus Pocus one. I'm about to fly over to San Diego and like hijack Erica's whole collection. Exactly.
Like you did your video, now let me do one. Like
exactly. I think it went up today actually. I'm gonna have to watch that later. But I think my favorite one so far, I think I have to confidently say it's either the ColourPop Villains Misunderstood Collection palette, just because the colors are beautiful and they're bold, and I like, of course, abstract, glamorous makeup, or the Midnight Masquerade palette. Now I've opened it, I haven't used it. I need to do that. I need to do that video.
You gotta use it, yeah.
I know, but it's so pretty. You just look at it and you're like, I don't want
No,
to touch
there's
it.
a really good like sparkle shadow in that one. I'm trying to
Mhm.
remember the character.
What about you? Do you guys have any specialty ones that you enjoy or would want?
I have the masquerade one. I
Okay.
have a color pop. It's like the four colors frozen one.
Oh,
And
nice.
one other, I don't remember the name of it. I know it has a shade called Quasimodo, and it is like my jam. It's my daily. I throw it on the
I
lid.
think that one is the Midnight Masquerade one.
It is okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh,
That one I love.
because I
yeah, I
had to
think
get that collection as soon as I saw Esmeralda in
You
there.
gotta
Sorry to
open it
cut.
up. It is.
the only one I think I've seen that is out. It has like colors from all the different princesses. So I would like that one. It had
The
like Snow
Princess
White.
Palette.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god, you need it. And you need the Cinderella lipstick. And I'm
yes.
gonna need you to put on your Cinderella outfit again. BT Dubs,
Yes.
can I take a moment to say that you guys blew me away with your Boo Ball collaboration?
Oh, thank you.
When you both popped up as Jacques and Gus Gus, I was like, I'm done. That's it. Throw in the towel. We
We
can
had
all go
so
home
much
because you guys
fun.
were the cutest.
Thank you.
Aw.
It was actually Nina's idea, but we had so much fun with that. So
I
thank you.
know. And then
Well,
when you were
you
like,
guys really
Lucy.
did something special for the Boo
Yeah.
Ball. So can you tell us a little bit what that process was like? And for anyone in the chat who doesn't know, Jasem and three other YouTubers were the, did you call it
Dapper Diva.
Dapper
Dapper
Diva.
Divas? And you were Dapper Dude.
Dapper
And
Dude.
it was so original. And so I'm wondering how the idea came up, outfits, the song.
Yeah, so basically, the girls had done Hocus Pocus the prior year, and they killed it. Honestly, they did amazing. Their costumes, their collaboration, how they created that like intro video was amazing. And again, because this community had brought us together, we have been talking a little bit longer and just creating a more strong like friendship. They asked if I wanted to be a part of their collaboration this year, and I was like, of course, sign me up. If I'm part of the Boo Ball, I will be more than happy to be part of that. And Beth had extended the invitation to me because I guess a few people weren't able to make it this year. So sad for them, but happy for me.
Yeah.
And they asked me to be a part of it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's great." So the initial idea was they were going to be the Dapper Divas, and I would be the honorary Dapper Diva, but a Dapper Dude. And for the life of me, I could not find like white and blue striped pants. And
Oh.
mind you, I know how to sew, but I don't know how to make like pants for me. So I was just like in a state of panic, and literally before we set our own like deadline to record our intro so Erica could like splice it up and put it all together. So before that deadline, I was like, I honestly don't know what to do. And I was like, you know what? They don't even know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to send her a clip of me as a fourth Dapper Diva, but my shirt's going to say Dapper Dude. So I
Yeah.
ordered a wig, I ordered a skirt, I put on the shirt, I did my makeup, and I was like, here's my video. And then Erica and the girls were like, okay.
That was amazing.
But
Like
it worked.
how long did it take you guys to remember all the words for the song? Because I know the lyrics were rewritten especially for the Boo Ball. So that was
Yes.
great.
So we knew that if we were going to do something, I think we were going back and forth on Boo to You and Grim Grinning Ghost, kind of playing off of those songs. And Syria, being the amazing like drama teacher she is, she's like, all right, let's get this together. And then Rowan chimed in with like lyrics, and Erica too. It was definitely like a beautiful collaboration between all of us. And we just started to like dissect different lines of the song to create a more unique version for the Boo Ball. So we just came up with like 2 mini paragraphs, changed the lyrics, and we did like one rehearsal, so to say, like
Okay.
through video calls. And we were like, okay, I mean, all we got to do is just record it and pray for the best.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, I want to pop in chat really quick because we've had a few things coming up. Hi to Rob Fuzz. Rob Fuzz popped in.
Hello.
And then Heather said she's always in awe because of your makeup because she's known how to do hers since she was 15.
She's only known one way since she was
Yeah.
15. And we see every video, Johnson's got a great new look.
And then
You just got to try new things. That's it.
Disney Girl Jamie's saying there's very few vlogging Walt Disney World trips. Have you considered it for your channel? She personally loves the style, especially now that people can't be at the park. So
Yeah, I think that's a great opportunity. Like I said earlier, I don't feel confident with my vlogging just yet. If I don't have like a direct focus, like for instance, my last video was like a day in the parks, but we were trying all the treats. So I had a main goal and a focus for that trip. And I kind of inserted little bits here and there, I guess, that are vlog style. But I do want to experience and maybe expand and try like actually just vlogging my day. Like no set expectations, but just like I'm popping into this place for lunch and this is my idea on what I got. I'm trying this drink. I'm going on this ride. I'm with these friends. So maybe one day I will.
that would be good. A lot of people like seeing those kind of vlogs. So
I know I do. Like
me too.
sometimes I will literally be watching videos for like an hour straight, and I'm like, I'm completely content because you entertained me. I got to get my Disney fix. I got some music. I got some makeup. Whatever else I'm watching, it works.
Well, Jasem, it's like your advice you gave about the makeup. You have to just try new things and keep trying. And I think sometimes what I like most about videos is just when people are passionate. So if you're just living out your day, I think it will inevitably end up being really great and fun. And we're all here to enjoy it, wishing we were there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have motivated me even more to do it.
Okay, so the thing that you have to promise us, Jasem, is if Nina and I can make it out to Florida to visit you, that you're going to do our makeup.
For sure. For sure. Yes. I mean, it probably won't work out for the parks, but if we do like some makeup and photo shoots,
Yes.
why not?
Oh,
I'm
if you
down.
could make me Maleficent, I would die.
I will make you whatever you want to be.
Have you actually done that a lot? Like actually done makeup on other people as well as yourself? Or does it happen after?
Yes, more often than not, within the last 3 years I have, because like I had mentioned earlier, I went to school and I graduated with hospitality management. But 3 years ago, I decided to make the change because I was moving into a passion of makeup and artistry that I decided to change my career path, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Now, this year is a little different because of COVID. Can't really do much, but still in the beauty industry, and I still take clients here and there, not as often as I did before, only because it's just a tricky situation with sanitation specifically and like legal obligations. So I'm just like, let me kind of keep back just a little bit so I feel confident when I'm ready to go back in.
Yeah.
I do want to say I had posted on my Instagram, as you know, that we'd be doing this, and I do have some questions.
Yay!
One of them came from our friend Erica, who wants to talk about, and I think everyone can benefit from just this concept of how do you maintain a healthy lifestyle with YouTube, a job, and being at the parks every day?
You don't. No, I'm just teasing. I will be 100% transparent. It's very difficult. Not in the sense that it's difficult to accomplish, it's just difficult mentally and physically at times, because if you're someone like me or just anyone in general that wants to put their best foot forward, you try your best to be like a perfectionist. And sometimes if things don't go your way, you sometimes get a little bit hard on yourself, but you just have to remember at the end of the day that most importantly, the reason I started this channel was to share my love of Disney and share the positivity behind it. So if I'm going to fluster myself and get pretty bothered by it, then it's probably going to read in all of my content, whether it be Instagram or YouTube, and it's not going to perform as well as I would want it to be. So I haven't put like strict limitations on, I got to have a video up Monday, I got to have a video up every Saturday. Like, I would love to get to that point, but as of right now, I'm like, I'm going to do what I can do and when I can do it. I would like to try to be as consistent as possible because I know that helps with your engagement, with creating better relationships with people. But I'm also not going to box myself in to make myself stressed because I do work a full-time job. I do have, a very great social relationship with friends and family. The parks is something that I love doing. Like, for me, it's a de-stressor. So when I come to the parks, a lot of the times I won't even ride rides or like be forced to do certain things. It's just very casual. I come, I walk, I enjoy the ambiance. If I get a ride one day, that's cool. If I don't, it's not a big deal because I'll come back another day. But I think the biggest thing in terms of juggling it is just being mindful to consistently, make sure you're taking care of your job because that's going to pay your Disney
Yes.
addiction. And then after that, just kind of taking it carefree one day at a time.
That was great advice about really putting yourself before your engagement. Like, even though it'd be great for analytics, have a set schedule, you come first. And I think that is such great advice. And we do have one question that just came up. You have to answer, you have to be fair. Candy Mom wants your ears, and she wants to know if you're willing to give them up.
All magic comes with a price.
It hasn't hit here yet. Darn it.
Actually, I feel like you could buy these online.
They're really cute. And it's so rare that park ears look comfortable, which is what I really think is amazing. Yeah. And then the last question from Instagram I wanted to feature was from the Disney Housewife, who wants to know what your favorite Disney bound is.
My favorite Disney bound that I've done?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. As of right now, I really think it was in the spring of this year. Heather, the sassy Cinderella, the other Heather. There's so many Heathers, there's so many Ashleys, there's so many certain people that anyway, I have to say their YouTube
channel,
name so we keep it in order. So the other Heather, the sassy Cinderella, she put on the most amazing collaboration between 7 Disney YouTubers called Disney Fashion Week. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's amazing. I was fortunate enough to be a part of it. And the first theme was princesses. We wanted to keep it very simple and easy. So we decided to do princess Disney bounds. In Disney Fashion Week, every day a new YouTuber would post a video with about 4 to 5 Disney-inspired looks from a specific movie. So I chose to do the Princess and the Frog, and one of my favorite outfits or Disney bounds that I've ever done was actually Princess Tiana in her ball gown. I was how am I, as a dude, gonna do Princess Tiana in her ball gown? I mean, I could definitely put on a wig and a dress and just be Princess Tiana, but that's not the name of the game. So I was like, how can I really create this idea of enchantment and magic and, opulence with her beautiful ball gown? So it took a little bit of time to find, but I found this amazing blazer that was a nice dark green, and it had so many vines and white florals on it. It was so unique and something that I probably will never ever wear again. But it was perfect for that bound, and I have the help of one of my amazing friends. Her name is Nzinga, and she is a photographer on the side, and she came and helped me record my idea and brought it to life. There's a specific park not too far from Orlando in the Winter Park area, and they have these beautiful hanging moss trees, big oaks. It's gorgeous. So in the video, I'm just walking through there, and it just looks very, I don't know, it just looks so enchanting, and it puts a smile on my face anytime I watch it. I love that.
I actually think that is the very first video that I ever watched of yours. And
really?
You rocked it. Yes. You were phenomenal in that. So if you guys have not checked out that, go find that on his playlist because that was a really good one. Yeah.
Oh, and the Dr. Facilier from that one too, because it's good to be bad sometimes. I loved it. I had guy liner and everything. I was like, okay, I'm feeling bad. But meanwhile, I'm always the goody two shoes, so it was good to be a villain.
So it's fun to play bad.
Exactly.
I hate that I see the comments in one part before I can put them on the screen. So, Christy's saying that those Disney animal print ears they had last year, because she says if so that she has those as well. But there we go.
These ones, not from last year. It's actually been, I think, about 2 to 3 years. So these were some of the very first cheetah print ears that they put out. These are my first pair of ears that I've ever purchased from the parks, and it's been about 3 years or so.
And then Heather loves the grunge look.
Yeah, the grunge Dr. Facilier.
Oh, hi,
Awesome.
Jennifer.
I think for next year's Boo Ball, I want to put in a request that you guys collaborate again as the muses from Hercules.
Oh
I
my
think
God, can you
that would
imagine?
be so
Hi,
fun. You have
Josh.
to
Hi,
sing.
guys.
Hi, Josh. And Josh,
Oh,
when you sing on your channel, stop making it go quick. I want to hear
I.
you sing.
It's because in the moment I want to do it, but then I'm like, oh my God, I'm really like
I
self-conscious.
know it sounds good, and it gets me every time because then you have it go so quick.
Who knows? Maybe soon I will, because I've been contemplating on different things that I can bring to my channel, so that way it's just a variety. And I have definitely been toying around with the idea of maybe some kind of vocal videos. We'll see.
We're at the final 10 minutes, so if you could let us know, do you have any things coming up on your channel in the next month that we should look out for? I know it's an exciting time for Disney YouTubers.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited because this is the holiday season. And like I mentioned, Christmas is everything for me. So I think, not think, I know. I know I'm going to do a variation of Vlogmas. So that's super duper exciting. I'm not going to commit myself to doing once a day, but perhaps making sure that I post 3 times a week will satisfy me in my growing like road. Um, One thing that you guys are the
Great.
first to hear about, because I haven't even posted it yet, it'll be posted tomorrow. This up and coming Friday. Is it the 16th? Wait, what is it? Oh my God.
The 20th is a
20th,
Friday.
thank you.
Right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm like, what's
That's
today?
okay.
Yeah, the 20th, we are hosting the very first Diz Giving. So myself and a few different Disney YouTubers are putting together a collaboration. Think of Friendsgiving, but within the Disney community. And we're basically
Oh,
just going to be sharing like special recipes or traditions that we do during this time with family members, with loved ones, with children, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, this, that, and the other, dogs, animals, whatever you want. And just kind of sharing that for our community, for our friends, and really just giving back as a special thanks to all of our followers, all of our subscribers, and of course the whole community in general. So we are going to be doing Happy Disgiving
I
on
love the
Friday.
name Just Giving.
good
That's
thinking.
so great. I'll be looking out for that on Friday for sure.
That is
Definitely.
cool.
It was like something in the back of my mind that I thought about earlier this year, and I was like, I just need to do this. Like, I asked a few friends, they were like, yes. I asked a few more, they said yes. And lo and behold, I think we have about like 24 people
Great.
in the collab, or 22 to 24 people. But we're going to have like a little teaser tomorrow. So, all of that, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Awesome Jasem, YouTube, Awesome Jasem. And then you'll be able to see everyone linked in that collaboration.
Oh, I
Thank
can't
you.
wait
That's
to see
awesome.
that.
Thank you, Pat, for putting Justin's link in chat as well.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Mariah from the world. Justin, I did want to tell you, I think you deciding to do only like a three video a week for Vlogmas is a really good compromise because you don't want to overextend yourself. The most I've ever
Yeah.
done is like three in a week for Vlogmas too, because you just get so many things get piled on during the holidays,
Yep.
So
And
I think
especially
it's
because I also work in retail, so I'm like,
oh,
Some have done 12 days of Christmas where they'll do 2 videos a week leading up, or,
I was
however you
thinking
want to
about
split it up
that.
to 12. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that might be a good compromise. Either 3 a week or at least the 12 before Christmas. I'm still like back and forth. I do have a lot of collaborations that I'm a part of, like different swaps and collaborations, but we'll see. Stay
What are
tuned.
your favorite types of videos to film? Because you do swaps, you do vlogs, you do a lot of different things on your channel.
Honestly, I love it all. I mean, that's why my channel is beauty, fashion, lifestyle, Disney, all of the above, because I literally love showcasing everything. I mean, of course, at, at heart, I love my beauty and my makeup because it's unique, it's different, it's what makes me me. But I just love sharing in the magic in all aspects.
Oh, somebody
well,
answered this question for you.
Yes, I did love hanging out with Josh. Josh has been like one of the most amazing people to meet in person. And again, it just goes to show that people online can be just as much close like friends than people that you meet, you know, in school and work environments. It's really refreshing that this community brings so many people together. And
That
I
is
can't
so
wait till I
true.
meet you too.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely true. That is, it's absolutely true because that's like Nina and I. We're great friends too. And we're not just Disney friends. We talk outside of Disney. So
Yeah. Like, what's going on? You got a
yeah.
problem? Let me be here to be your support. What can I do? You need me to act silly? I will do it for you.
So I have one question that I want to ask you that I've asked everybody. What is the one thing, hands down, that you absolutely have to do when you go to Disney? Is there something that you absolutely have to do while you're there?
Besides, take a photo and post it on Instagram.
that's a good answer.
That is a great answer.
Because if you didn't post it, were you really there?
Yeah, it
I
didn't
don't
happen.
think so, right? No, just kidding. I definitely feel like now more than ever, just making more memorable experiences. I know it sounds very cheesy, but like if I come with my mom, I want to like create memorable experiences that I'll remember way down the road when I'm older, or if I'm with my kids, or you know, with my friends, just making new experiences. In terms of like rides and attractions, I always have to do like some of my top favorites in every park, and I used to have to like see every single um, nighttime spectacular if I was there at that time. Like it was just a tradition, and I would just wait in the park until most of the crowds clear out and then go home because no one wants to deal with like Disney traffic. So
Oh yeah.
sometimes I'm like, maybe I wish I could stay on property and just hop on a bus
Yes,
or a
yeah.
monorail, but no.
That really would be nice. We're getting, let's see, Josh, wait. I have a question. Where do you see your channel going into the new year? That's a good question.
That is a very great question. So definitely, I feel like 2020 has been my opportunity of, again, learning and growing and experimenting with my channel and with my idea of what I want to bring to this community. But I feel like in 2021, now I have more of a better understanding of who I am and what I want to do, that I think I can be more consistent in 2021. So I'll be able to bring videos maybe weekly, specific types of videos every month. Like I know a lot of people love seeing me do makeup videos, but for me, it does take time to sit down, actually do the artistry, and then edit the video in a certain way so it is cohesive and makes sense for people if they're trying to follow along. And again, I'm a perfectionist. I will be the first to claim that that is my biggest strength and my worst like quality, being a perfectionist.
Oh yeah.
But I want to make sure that it comes across in a way that is helpful, informative, but also fun.
Absolutely.
So I think like just being strategic and consistency, and also like types of videos that you can expect from me, will be something I focus on in 2021.
That's great. Sounds like a perfect plan.
I know. I would personally love to see, as Disney YouTubers come to Orlando, you make them over, like, and then see, the different looks. Maybe
would
I'm
be
saying that
great.
I'm
Literally, we're speaking the same language here, because in my mind, I was like, how cool would it be to do like a makeover, but not on me, on like my Disney friends? I'm like, but then again, COVID. So
I know. I know.
like anyone that I see in the parks, I'm always just like, hi,
Yeah.
air hugs. I'm Jasem. Nice to meet you. it's
Moments in the Magic had something really nice. The fact that Disney YouTube community is more supportive than Disney bloggers. Okay.
I can't speak for Disney bloggers, but I know we hear very.
I'm new in the community of both, I guess, so to say. I feel like it's the same thing. But in terms of a Disney influencer, I just feel like the most important thing you need to remember is that secondary word. Disney is always going to be magical. It's always going to spark excitement, but influencer is the most important thing. And I know that, I have learning and growing experiences, but being able to share it on a social platform with a variety of people, age ranges, you just got to make sure you're putting your best foot forward, still being true and showcasing you're a human, but being able to like just showcase to people positivity, acceptance, equality, and just being supportive. Because at the end of the day, we have so much other like crazy things to worry about in the world that this should be almost like a mini escape.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for most of us, I think it is. It is really a mini escape. Trust me. Josh, now we're not going to say just one, but Josh's question says, if you could collab with one channel next year, who would it be?
It would be every single Disney YouTuber every single month.
No, it's gonna be me, and he's gonna do my makeup. We've
gonna be me.
Establish this, Josh. Okay, so who's doing our makeup?
Josh, you cannot be salty because literally I've collabed with you. I think we have like 2 videos already where you're in them.
Give someone else a chance.
Yeah, give someone else a chance. Jeez, I'm just teasing. Love Josh.
I know. I wish I could be local to you guys and do more of that, or even just get to travel. You know, here in New York, we're not going anywhere. So
yeah, I was supposed to be in New York too this year. I wanted to do a whole Broadway weekend and like experience all the Disney shows.
Yeah. Well, if you ever do it in the future, I will be there and can come see you.
We'll
and maybe
set up some
one of the shows with you. Yeah.
I tell everyone, and this is an open invitation for anyone watching, if you ever come to Orlando and you want to experience the parks and you have no one to enjoy the parks with, call me. I will be your best friend. We will do everything and anything you want to do because I just love experiencing it with new people and just making sure that everyone has like a magical time.
That's great. That's great. Have you had viewers recognizing the parks yet?
More recently, I did, and it was kind of awkward. Not them, I'm awkward. Just because I didn't know what to do. They were like, "Oh my God, I know you," and I was like, "I don't know you." And then they were like, "You're Awesome Jasem. I've seen you on Instagram or YouTube," and I'm just like, "Oh my God, really?" I was like, "Thank you." And then like, it gives the opportunity to strike up a conversation because again, I mean, I will be the first to say it. I'm 31 years old, and I literally am 31 going on 85. In my mind, I forget a lot of things. So when I see people, I'm just like, I know I've seen your face, but I don't remember you. So then once we strike up the conversation and actually engage, like, then I remember them, and moving forward, I'll be like, oh my God, this is Brittany. I met you in the parks, and I've seen you on Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot. I mean, yeah, I have like almost 3,000 followers on Instagram, but can I really remember all of them? No.
Yeah.
You can use the mask excuse now. Be like, with the mask, I don't recognize anybody.
Okay, low-key, I kind of did that one day. I was like, I just can't remember. I just see it. It's true.
I'm actually better at faces than I am names. I have to really train myself a lot of times to learn people's names that I just meet because I'm better at recognizing your face and remembering your face. But
2021 resolution. I'm going to start to be like better at remembering names.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll open it up just really, we still have a couple more minutes. If anybody does have a question for Jasem, please let us know. Let me see. I'm going to.
What are your guys' plans for this weekend while we wait for the next question?
Yeah.
What are you guys
Tomorrow is Pokemon Go Community Day, so I will be out and about. It's like when a special Pokemon will be featured on the Pokemon Go app, and I'm all about it.
Now, that's the one that you're actually interactive and playing, and you go to different locations, and that's oh my God, I did that with my sister-in-law in San Diego. Literally, I felt like I was going to walk into the beach because we were so intrigued into this game that we were going off the pier and like into the sand, and we were like walking into the water just to find Pokemon. What about you, my dear?
Josh is saying he plays, so now I'm distracted being like, I need your username.
Yeah, he's like, add me. Actually, this is probably the most of what I have planned for the weekend. However, I am still in need of filming a couple different collab stuff for upcoming YouTube. So, filming.
Exciting. Also want to take a quick moment to congratulate you on 1K.
Thank you.
We both moved into this 1K group. I know.
Like, you, Josh, and I think we all hit it like around the same time. So that was really cool.
Little Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
want to say,
Or the Three Stooges, whichever. Three caviar or something.
next month, we do these once a month, but next month we're actually going to be appearing on the Disney Housewives channel. She's going to be doing a Disney Christmas pajama party.
Ooh,
And
that
that,
sounds
I believe, is
fun.
Saturday the 12th, right, Allie?
It is, yes, Saturday the 12th. I'm not sure about the time, but that's the date for sure.
So from Giving to a Christmas pajama party, there's a lot of fun festive things that are going to be going on.
Yes, we want to
Yeah.
fill this with all the magic, the excitement,
Yeah.
holiday traditions, and
Yeah.
just be able to share that with everyone across the board, wherever they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we really wanted to do something Christmassy, and then Heather told us about this show she was putting on, so we thought that'd be great. We'll skip our show here for December, and then we'll pick ours back up in January. So
That's
be on
really
the
cool.
lookout for a guest lineup next year for us as well. But well, we are at the top of the hour, and I know Jocelyn is at Animal Kingdom, and he has friends waiting for him. So I just want to say thank you so much, Jocelyn, for coming on and honoring us. I can tell you have the most beautiful heart just from everything that you've shared with us. So thank you truly for doing this.
Thank you. I really
everyone in the
appreciate it.
chat for asking questions and engaging with us. It really was a great conversation. And I think this has so much value for those who will rewatch it later. Just a lot of great things shared by Jocelyn.
Sorry, I'm a talker. Literally, we could
love
have done
it.
2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you were home, we would do that, okay? No.
For sure.
Hold on backstage so we can talk for a few minutes, but we will say again, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.